just the lightness I needed in my day.
Welcome, everybody. Hope everyone has had a wonderful week. I know I sure have. If you don't know, during our pre-roll, the cast talks a lot about various things. We do our sound checks, we do video checks, things like that. But one of the things that you, honestly, I don't really get to do necessarily enough of is hear and see some of, or let you guys hear and see some of the weird things we talk about. Case in point, Heather just joined a UFO group on Facebook just for giggles. She just wants to know what the UFO community is doing.
They're delightful. They brought light to my day.
Really nice people. Dion's been taking his
heavy right now. I needed something happy.
Yes, that's true.
I figured that would be just laden with conspiracy theories and
I love the conspiracy theory, but I haven't come across that yet. Some great memes, though.
Well, if you are joining us for the first time, we are Shattered Dungeons. We play an indie RPG called Shattered Dawn every Tuesday night. This week is Thanksgiving in the United States, so we're going to have some turkey-themed escapades. We're not excavating anything. We're going to dig into the ground.
We have turkeys? Excavation. Turkey excavation.
It's going to be an Azurian Thanksgiving. Lots of hair tasting, lots of churros.
But where'd you get turkeys?
They're my turkeys.
Oh, okay. I was like, Charizard's the closest I've got to a turkey.
Chat. Well, thank you to all of our patrons over on our Patreon page and our subscribers on Twitch. You guys keep the show going, and I'm very thankful. Thanksgiving, get it? I'm doing the thanks thing. For each and every one of you.
I understand that reference.
Good. If you haven't, become one. You help support the show, do all sorts of fun stuff. You get sweet emotes. But as the holidays are coming, and they are nearing fast, now would be the time to meander over to our merch page. Jordan, can you put that in the chat? And maybe buy some Shattered Dungeons merchandise. Shirts, cups, all that fun stuff. But more importantly, you can get the digital edition of the Shattered Dawn starter kit online. It's immediate. You buy it. It shows up as a download in your email. You download it. You play the game. It's pretty cool.
That sounds like a perfect stocking stuffer.
It does. Literally, you can just print out a piece of paper that says, look in your email. Or you can write down the incredibly long link, maybe in like size 155 font, and print out 17 pieces of paper, fold them up real tight, and pop it in a stocking.
You could pull in my dad, and he airline tickets in a series of bigger and bigger boxes with weights in them that had to be found by a series of scavenger hunt clues.
That's not a bad way to go.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me, though.
Oh.
But you had to find it?
No, it was my brother's thing, so I was just a spectator.
I was gonna be like, yeah, that's terrible. Go through a scavenger hunt for someone else's gift. Also,
change places.
If you go to shatteredtabletopgames.com/shop, you can check out the merch. You can check out the digital edition starter kit. But the most important thing on that page is the free music that you can download that is featured in this podcast. So you can get a lot of the cool things. Not our theme song, sorry, you can't download that. But you can download all the ambient music we use and use it in your own shows, podcasts, and or sessions to help create mood and ambiance. So, real quick before we go to our intro video, I just want to take a moment and tell you all how incredibly thankful I am for each and every one of you on the cast, watching live and listening or watching on our YouTube and podcast apps, pages, all that stuff. This has been a blast, and I'm so excited for the next leg of this arc. And it's either going to be tonight or the next session that things take a hard left turn out of nowhere. And I'm excited to get to that. But you seem excited, Nikina, or Jordan, whatever your name is now.
Yes.
Thanks. Thank you for the subscription, Tofu. 14 months. Wow. It's hard to believe we've been doing this that long.
Let's hope
longer.
today's the day.
You came so close with Kevin, though.
Yep. Well, let's get going. Thank you guys again. And remember, stay frosty. Welcome back, everybody.
There's toilet paper.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing the toilet paper I put on this map. If you skipped the intro, thank you for our patrons and our subscribers. You guys keep the show going. We love you. We're thankful for you.
You can't spell TPK without TP.
That's
I just
true.
hope that room's ventilated outside.
Tonight's the night.
Nope, it's all internal ventilation in the bathroom. So, tonight we have with us Nikina, played by Jordan.
Hi everybody. I'm a little concerned about Mr. Jordan. He got this PlayStation 5 thing and he's barely slept. He just keeps playing it. Send help.
Sounds like a personal problem, dear.
We have
You have
Warren
no idea.
playing Brand.
Oh, hey, y'all. Things are gonna get frosty.
Ah, we're using the phrase. I like that. We have Heather playing Callisto.
Gotta get my mask back on tonight.
I always forget that's your voice right now. And then, of course, we have Dion playing Flynn.
Hello, everyone. Let's see if we manage to not freeze to death.
Oh, let's find out. So,
It's serious. He's speaking.
yeah, that's usually the clear indicator.
Something's freezing over.
So, if
So-
Callisto goes to a therapist, would she say, "I am not afraid to cry"?
Yes. Callisto, I want you to say "I'm not afraid to die" in your voice now.
Oh yes.
I ain't afraid to die.
It went from not to ain't. I love it.
I ain't afraid
I'm
to
afraid
die.
to die. So
Beautiful.
to recap last episode, you found a caravan that had been ransacked and taken captive Ice Kelementok, one of which was named Nosh. And he said,
Buddy.
if you ever end up in the palace of the Ice Queen, just tell him I vouch for you. And so you reported to Belfieth, who said, you better go capture Karnrar or I'll kill you. He didn't say it in that voice, and he said a lot more words, but that's basically what he said. And so you met up with Detective Sprocket for a brief moment. Thank you,
to be
patrons
fair-
on Patreon, for that NPC generation.
Mr. Belfief, that's what he, screw up and I'll kill you is how he says goodnight to me.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're
it's
not wrong.
really nothing new for Belfie.
Yeah. So Detective
Good
Sprocket
night,
says,
pleasant
watch your
dreams."
back, because people trying to kill you. And then you were thrust through a portal to the frozen expanse in your new world-class wagon.
New car.
Yeah,
The
and
lie detector determined that is a lie.
it's being pulled by your mounts, and the inside actually shrinks you as you enter. So it's like a 4-room house on the inside. So it's pretty sweet.
It's got that sweet Harry Potter tech going on.
Apparently it's
Yeah.
not though.
Size alterations are tight.
So
So
if we were smaller, the temperature would affect us differently. So
No problem at all. Barely an inconvenience.
wow. So, riding through the portal led by your mounts from within the wagon, you can see through the windows the frigid landscape. Snow is falling, and the windows begin to frost from within. The temperature begins to sharply drop. It appears the wagon's temperature control has been set to the wrong setting. You'll need to figure out how to adjust it before you freeze to death. Battle
Can I
music!
Can I freeze to death?
Brand, you are incapable of freezing to death.
Yes.
You can only freeze to life.
Eat it, suckers.
healthier.
Brand is gonna watch
Feeling
you all
so
die around her.
invigorated.
As the last of us gasps for air, Brent's like, I have never felt so good.
I feel so invigorated, y'all.
Raven,
Don't you just
welcome to
feel
the
it?
chat! I'm using that 56. Writing it down. Welcome, sir. So,
Hello, stranger.
looking around, your surroundings, this little miniature home you found yourself inside the wagon with, is very well furnished. You can see that there's clearly a fireplace. There's some places to go to the bathroom. There's beds. Like you're kind of decked out in luxury within
Is this
here.
toilet paper 2-ply?
Brand doesn't even notice the temperature dropping. Everyone else is like beginning to die, and Brand's like, "Oh, look at this, look at that."
Is this
look,
the
potatoes.
paper with the bear? Or
First thing I like to
Is
do
it the
when I
fluffy
get in a
pie?
little shrinky house is just say, "Would you look at that?
Would you
just
look at it?"
that?" my.
So, looking, you have no idea how anything inside the wagon works. So you're gonna have to kind of explore as you go. So we rolled initiative during our intro video, so that we didn't have to do that now. Nikina, you are first with a 95. Lay it on us. What do you do?
Am I even aware that there is a temperature control? Because I don't feel like Nikina would be.
You can roll a potency check if you would like to see if you can, if that comes to mind. But
Well, the first thing that would spring to this cat boy,
cat boy,
cat boy,
No,
would
don't.
be
cat dog, no.
Gecko?
Anyways, would be to head to the fireplace because he's just like fire, warm. It's real simple association.
Okay, so Nikina wanders to the fireplace. What do you do?
Would we just say at this point that the mask Nikina was wearing week has kind of fallen off?
What?
If you recall, Nikina was speaking with Jinsar's mask last week.
It is still on because you did not take it off.
Cool. I guess that's on then. So, are there any fire starting implements?
There are, right next to it.
Oh, cool. Then gonna try and start a fire.
All right, roll a wilderness check.
Oh no. I know wilderness so good.
You rolled a 35. Try as you might, you just can't get the fire to start.
Am I allowed to try one last dumb thing?
Yes, within reason.
Can I take my punching daggers and literally strike, one on the other to try and spark a fire?
Yeah, roll one more wilderness check.
Why is it gotta be wilderness?
A 95. Frustratedly, Nikina starts trying to spark his punching daggers, and it works. There's a little bit of a spark, and it catches flame, and the firewood that you put in begins to light. It's a slow build, so right now you can see the embers inside beginning to glow.
I thought this would be more productive, but apparently not.
Gorik's up next using Michaela Wow's 93. Gorik says, Nikina! No one can understand you with that mask! And comes up and swipes it off your face.
No.
What are you talking about? You guys haven't been able to understand me?
No!
Huh, that's
Okay.
weird.
I just knew he was gonna ruin the fire.
No, not quite.
Don't rock fire, Gorik.
Using Raven's roll of 56, Gorik looks around for some indication that there is a control or what to do to fix the situation, but he is just dumbfounded and not sure what to do or where to go.
What do rocks do to get warm?
We seek out warmth.
Okay.
Good talk. Callisto, you're up next.
So is the fire started? Are we warm?
No, it's slowly beginning to build, but even so, you doubt that fire will provide enough warmth for all of you to survive. The temperature is harshly declining. I'm talking like your skin is beginning to frost itself. Brand was already there before we entered, but like your movement is beginning to slow. It's hard to breathe because it hurts.
So it won't help. It will help to try to light the fire better.
Potentially, but you could also burn the whole place down.
Will we be warm?
For a little while until the frigid ice of the frozen expanse hits you.
I'm gonna grab a few more logs and throw them on the fire and try to use my smolder spell to try to light it, to get it going a little bit better.
Callisto throws some logs on the fire and says, "Move out of the way, Nikina," and with an 89, lights them ablaze. They catch flame very quickly. And now there is a nice
you did
fire.
a lot better, thank you.
So anyone who is adjacent to the fire, Raven just titled this episode, "The Gang Sets the House on Fire." Not wrong.
He is not wrong.
Yeah.
It's heading there, don't worry.
All right, so anyone adjacent to the fire will be able to survive while there for the time being. They will not take damage from the cold. However, your movement and frostbite and all that will still kick in. So that's just an FYI. Callisto, that's your whole turn. Flynn, you're up next.
Alright. I am going to what's this thing right here on the wall?
It looks to be some sort of lantern.
Lanterns, alright. How well lit is the area right now?
Fairly well.
Right now.
It's a combination of lanterns with heatless flame inside, and then some of those crystals like you've seen before in Heracule.
Does there look like anything along any of the walls or anything that looks to be out of place, like something you would not normally find in a wagon? I'm looking specifically for things that you would not normally see in a wagon.
Okay.
Tradition, or I guess a normal house.
All right. Roll a general check.
General check.
Oh, general check. Okay, that's just this button.
That is. So looking around, and very clearly you're looking for a specific thing. You see all the nice furnishings you have around you. There's a potted plant that the plant seems to be growing ice because of the cold. There's a table. There is coats and attire in like a little pantry area. And as you're searching around, you move into the room that has the fireplace in it. And looking across, literally right next to the fireplace, is a small panel on the wall. It looks to have some sort of steel-like door on it you can swing open.
We smart.
There's a panel over here, guys.
Flynn moves to it.
That's called a window.
I open the panel.
It's called a window. All right, so as you open the panel, you notice yes, on the temperature control device, which it is clearly labeled, there are 3 dials inside. Each dial has 4 words on it. The 4 words on the first dial. Is everyone ready to write things down?
Hold on. The last time we had to do a dial of words, we killed.
I died
Dark Pax
twice.
That's
Yeah,
right.
something.
So,
It's a good thing Dark Pax is not here to die, though.
chat, this
but
is
we
your
are.
first hint. The
What?
first dial.
Wait, was that the hint?
No. The first dial is Tundris, Regiterra, Infernus, Farah Tempest.
What was the last one?
Say it again.
The first dial reads Tundris, Regiterra, Infernus, Farah Tempest. The second dial has these words on it. Written in Ancient Athelian, which is common language. It says increase, decrease, equal, invert. The third dial has the words temperature, humidity, aridity, conditions. Right now, the dials seem to be set to Infernus, invert, temperature.
Okay.
So, Flynn, that's basically the extent of your turn.
All right.
Now, Brand, everyone has moseyed on into the other room. You're still in the main entryway. Jensar has also meandered over into one of the bedrooms, and you don't hear any sounds coming from that room.
Oh my.
He needs a little alone time.
What are y'all? Oh my! It is quite stuffy in this room. What have y'all discovered, and why are y'all trying to suffocate me by making that huge fire making up?
We're freezing to death, Miss Brand. Please help.
Y'all are freezing, but I just feel invigorated. I don't think I've ever felt more alive in my life. If I stand that close to the fire right next to Flynn, am I gonna take damage from the fire?
No.
Do I know? Okay.
No, you won't. Unless you get,
Okay.
like, you'll dislike it, but you won't take damage.
Is this Flynn? Flynn, what are you looking at?
There's a dial here that's currently set to Infernus, Invernus, temperature. I didn't write that right, apparently. But we'll go with Infernus, invert temperature.
Okay. So, well, like Infernus, would that be like Inferno, which would be like fire, which I do not like. And then maybe like invert is like opposite day, where like you would just bug people by saying everything is going to be like turned on its head. And then temperature, I mean,
Now, Brand,
temperature
think
sounds
so.
like temperature.
I think you're dead on it.
because you were raised by fire elementals, you know that their land is known as Infernus.
Well, I was still right with the whole like fire thing. My adoptive family, as much as they loved me, I would just get singed. I wonder tundras, would that be like the frozen tundra? I don't know. Do I have any idea what the other words mean
Nope.
on that dial?
I think
Well,
Do you
increase,
think-
decrease, and equal seem pretty straightforward.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, do you want me to like flip some levers? I'm really good at like turning dials and stuff, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Why don't you change it to increase and see
Instead
what
of
happens?
invert.
Yeah. I
So
think if
right
it's
now
hot,
it's on
I'm thinking it's hot.
the heat.
Invert it makes it cold. Temperature.
But what if it just keeps going up instead, and then we're in the
What if we put it to equal? Could we
Then
have
I think it will just stop it from getting colder, maybe.
so like turn it to increase and
maybe start with equal, and if it doesn't get, if it just stays the same, then we know.
I'm freezing. You can start with equal, but I'm freezing.
Brand reaches over and switches the middle knob to increase. Like really quickly, and then she looks over at her friends, like her hand is still on the dial, and she's looking at them to see like what's happening. Like if they die,
All right,
to turn it
so
back if they start dying.
let me get this straight. You are leaving the dials on Infernus.
Mm-hmm.
You're switching it to increase
Yes.
temperature, right?
Correct.
All right. So as you flip the switch, almost instantaneously, maybe a 10-15 second elapses, the whole home becomes so incredibly hot. Everyone now takes 50 points of heat or fire damage.
That would be 100 for me.
Yes.
about right.
Are we healed up?
Everyone was at full going into this.
Okay.
Who said it? Okay. Don't do it. Don't turn into the kitty.
I'm sorry, y'all were just freezing so much.
So, Brand, that
nothing
concludes
from the
your
tiles.
turn. Nikina, you're up.
I feel faint. I'm gonna lay down on this couch.
Oh, jeez, that's terrible. Is going to, with one hand, cast minor heal on himself.
Okay.
But with, get it together, kitty. And then with the other, going to turn it to equal.
Okay. The temperature lessens, but it is still incredibly warm.
Okay, but at least it's not going. I have a feeling it was
No
going to
new
just keep
damage.
getting hotter.
It is not as warm as it was, and it now reads Infernus equal temperature.
Okay, that gives us a second to think. Am I allowed to heal with my other hand, or was that hand used up by doing the
That
dial?
hand was used up by turning the dial and
Okay, that's what I figured.
moving and getting Brand off of that. So that's Nikina's turn. Gorik is up. He says, "Ow! This hurts a lot."
Well, Captain Obvious, I think it hurts me more than it hurts you.
I'm not denying that one. He kind of stays put and begins trying to heal himself. After Gorik, it is Callisto. What do you do?
So what do you guys think? We should put this dial on. Should we leave it? Should we leave it at equal?
I think you need to go decrease and then equal very quickly. I don't know how fast it's going to decrease.
What
It
is-
seems to be ultra sensitive.
It's on equal and temp. What if we moved it to one of the
Oh, actually,
other?
why don't we just open the windows?
Do we have windows we can open?
Oh,
You do.
man. Maybe I could lean my head out a window.
I'm gonna. come
Maybe
over to
maybe
this
not do the
window.
one next to the fire just to be safe.
So go in this other room.
Okay, so you're standing
Not-
next to
not that
the
one.
window, next to
I
the
would-
panel.
I
What
would
do
say
you
the
do?
one by the table. And the
Can I
other.
move over there?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna try to open the window. You need me to roll initiative?
No. You open the window, and the frost from outside flies in, and you take 15 points of damage from the harsh environment outside.
Well, can I slam it
How's feel
shut?
overall?
Sure.
Okay, so we got a little cold air in, and now I'm gonna slam it shut. I'm not feeling so good, you guys. I'm not feeling so good. Did anybody feel any better?
You tell
Nothing
me.
has
Apparently not.
changed. You just got blasted in the face with ice.
What was the fourth dial called again?
The fourth.
Temperature, humidity, aridity, and
No.
conditions.
I thought there were just three.
Dial 1, number 4.
Ferrous
Farah
Tempest.
Farah Tempest. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Flynn, you're up.
What do y'all think Vegetera mean?
I
So
think Regitura sounds nice.
it's still hot here, right? It's super hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the gamble. Screw it. I'm gonna go decrease equal.
So, Infernus decrease equal.
Infernus decrease temperature, then Infernus equal temperature.
Well, I don't think you have to.
Okay, right now
change
it's
the
already
average.
on equal. So you're
Right.
just flipping it to decrease and then back to equal.
Yes.
All right, so you kind of
I'm
do the
assuming
same
it's
thing.
super sensitive is my issue.
Yeah. So you go Infernus decrease and kind of hold there for that 10-second period, and it actually gets it gets tolerable. It's not necessarily the best, but you feel like it's a 90-degree day.
Oh.
Kind of sucks, but it's not the worst.
So normal Florida.
So I, you know what?
Yes.
At least we're not
20,
taking damage here. I hold off just another second and a half to 2 seconds, and then I go equal.
Okay, you go back to equal, and it warms right on up again.
Whoa! Dang it.
So, Brand, you're up.
Oh my. I think I am going to try to I'm going to heal myself
Okay.
because that 100 points of damage was quite uninvigorating. You
Quite
might
damaging.
say. Quite damaging. I don't know. So Tundris makes me think like freezing cold.
Me too.
Regiterra? I mean, regulate Terra?
That's what I was
don't know.
thinking.
Or
We could do
Farah
that.
Tempest.
Is it like a rock thing? Is my
Like,
For
if we're
reg-
talking,
you've got like a cold tundra,
yeah,
like a rocky. I don't know.
you think Regiterra sounds more like, because if we're talking Elementox, it's ice, fire, water, rock,
Yeah.
and a couple others.
Well, I don't want to use Kelementok as the sole gauge because you got fire
Well-
people doing weird. You got rock people doing fire stuff now. So it's
Well,
it's
but
getting
remember,
We can't
remember
do
we said
that now. It is kind of weird.
What about Farah Tempest? What do we think that means?
I was just going off of because apparently I know that the fire Kelementok land is called Infernus.
In chat, Vral said, "What do you guys? Hey, this is great. What's going on?" Jordan,
The dad sin.
we're committing the dad sin of messing with the thermostat.
It's true though.
You are not wrong.
Basically.
So, Bran, what do you do?
Oy vey. So right now we're on equal and temperature,
Mm-hmm.
right?
and it did feel good when we went to decrease.
Yeah.
Right, but we can't make it stay there is the problem.
You can.
Well, maybe we can if we switched another one of the dials.
Well, keep in mind, Flynn switched it back to equal.
Yeah. It only stayed on decrease for a second.
It was on Infernus and he put it on decrease and then switched it to equal.
So it
Was
was.
it
Equal hot. I think
initially-
furnace means hot. So the equal for that might be equal to the fireplace,
So originally it was on Infernus invert,
which makes it a
Temperature?
super cold place. Yeah.
right?
Invert
Okay.
meaning the opposite of.
But if I say decrease, would it not just keep taking it down and down and down?
Yes. That's what it did do.
That's what it was doing.
And then I messed with it again.
Right, and then it went back up. I guess I'm saying like if I just switch it to decrease and then see what happens.
But that is based on temperature. Would conditions? I don't know. I feel like either the Reg or the Farah have our chances of survival in them. Because Tundris is obviously, we're heading to the tundra,
Yeah.
which is freezing cold.
I
So-
agree. I think you're right. I think we should decrease it, and then while we're decreasing it, switch it to register, and then switch it to equal.
So switch it to decrease, then put it on Regiterra, and then
Or Farah Tempest. I don't care which. I don't
I don't
know.
think we need to decrease because switching it to equals one of the other things is going to switch
Should
the
just-
temperature no matter where it started from.
I think yes, because we put it on equal, even on Infernus, it's still really hot.
So, Bran, you have 1 moment to do something.
All right, I'm gonna put it on Ferritemp. No, I'm gonna put it on Regiterra.
So it's going to be Regiterra equal temperature.
Regiterra
to my
equal
temperature.
temperature, yes.
Not Regterra, Regiterra. So as you do that, the temperature changes, and it becomes extremely dry. Extremely okay from a temperature standpoint, so no one's taking damage.
So we're in Arizona?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
so
about to
it's
get
dry.
nosebleeds. Lots
So-
of nosebleeds.
Yeah.
That's
so
okay.
on-
We can up our humidity, or we can up our humidity.
the threat
Yeah.
of impending doom is now gone, but you do face a long-term problem of being fatigued.
Do we want to see what the other one does? Like, heal up first. Heal everyone and then see what the terror or the the firm, whatever the other one was.
I mean, maybe we could just make some sweet tea. I don't know.
Parrot. It's a good idea, Brand.
I mean, this one does say like humidity.
Yep.
There's no space.
What space?
We're in chat typing command sweet tea.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no space.
It's one of those things where like someone says the word and you gotta type it in chat to the, you know.
Are we there yet? Like, how long are we gonna keep like messing with this thermostat? Maybe we just like.
So you
That's
can
okay.
leave it where it is. You just
How
will
long
not
is this
regenerate
tree?
stamina.
Oh. Wait.
That's what I'm saying. Let's heal up so none of us are on risk of death, and then just try the one experiment to see what the fourth temperature is.
Oh, like switch
And
it to Fair Tempest.
And then
So Farrah-
we can either switch it back for safety, like we can get to a
Yeah.
safe point where we're not taking damage, make sure we're good, switch it to the other. We can start experimenting from there.
I like that. I think we should heal, leave it on equal on temperature, and switch it to that Fair Tempest. Although that Tempest kind of makes me wonder if it's going to be wet.
It probably. It's probably the opposite. It's probably Florida.
I'm not very good at these kind of puzzles.
Where you have to chew to breathe. So are we just waiting, or are we like healing ourselves, or what?
I would recommend. I mean, I'm at full health, but I don't want you guys to die.
I'm not quite at full health, but I'm like 25.
It takes
points
me
away.
next to nothing to heal. Like to just do minor heal. I can go top everybody off. Is Jinsar alive?
You've heard nothing from the other room.
He's in there under the covers. I'm sure he's fine.
Then Nick and I will just take the few minutes or whatever to minor heal everyone, and even go minor heal. I'm assuming a sleeping Jinsar.
As you enter the room that Jensar has basically taken for his own, you notice that he is completely fine, unharmed, barely inconvenienced. He is in his full getup, his full like scuba gear, breathing apparatus mask, and it has been completely unaffected by everything because he's insulated from the environment.
If he doesn't notice me, Nikona is just going to Homer Simpson his way back into the bush.
All you hear is him sleeping in like, wee.
Didn't see anything.
I get it because he's got the French accent going right now.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Wee.
Whoa, Lauren!
No! Stop that.
You
Rude.
did it! Anywho, so what is everyone doing? Or are you guys just gonna live with the with where you are right now?
Well, whoever's next is going to change it to Ferris.
I'm kind of happy where we are. You know, I could deal with a couple of nosebleeds. If I get tired, I get tired.
I figure we should at least, for knowledge sake, test the last one, but be
For
prepared to
science.
watch it back real quick.
So you're
What if
doing
he
this.
summons the dad of the house and he just starts beating us?
We
It
can
wouldn't
take
be
it.
the first
I
time.
think it's gonna be wet because if Infernus and Tundras are opposites,
Well, then we have a humidity option, don't we?
we do have a humidity option.
Yeah, I think maybe we should go for the humidity option.
And just increase, we could say,
Well,
oh, drat.
The problem is increase and decrease seem to keep going, like forever, essentially. What if we invert Regiterra? So what we're on, we invert humidity, and so it's more humid, but the temperature stays the same?
How do we know if invert is applying to Regiterra or humidity?
Well, because it did the opposite temperature of the ones we had it on.
So invert does not seem to affect what's happening on the third dial, and it seems to reverse what's happening on the first dial.
That is my hypotenuse.
Hypothesis.
I know what I said, David.
Okay.
So are we
I
just
have
gonna?
a habit of I like saying the wrong words. It's fun.
I have a Pythagorean theorem.
You guys gotta remind me afterwards to tell you my Squire joke then.
Ooh, tell it now.
Yeah, just do it now.
It's a little long-winded. I think it'd be too much of a distraction.
Rude.
It'd be great for the fireside.
Keep it in store because there will be an opportunity to tell a joke.
Okay.
So, you guys are leaving it, or are you going to switch something?
I mean, Nikina and me are both curious what the fourth one is, but if everyone's okay with the temperature, then we can at least try inverting humidity.
Okay.
Is that what everyone chooses to do?
Sure.
All right.
Do the thing.
It gets very moist in the home, but
Florida.
it is completely tolerable, and you guys will regenerate everything. You will just be uncomfortable. So.
Okay.
Is there?
Do we
User.
do we want to try the fourth just to know or no?
I think I am fine. Why are you being such a
I'm
curious
pretty-
kitten? Go
I'm feeling
eat
pretty
some
good
milk
now.
or something.
Don't you know they say that the cats?
Curiosity killed the cat.
I don't
Killed
think
it.
they say that.
But maybe I can kill curiosity.
I think they say that curious cats get slapped by Brand.
I've heard that saying before.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Brian says it a lot.
Nikita starts to reach his hand towards the dial.
I'm gonna smack it away.
Having dealt with the climate control of the wagon, you ease into your new surroundings as your mounts ferry you toward the Palace of the Ice Queen. The quarters are well furnished in a box containing a frost spellbinding and a box containing an adjustable heat spellbinding enable you to enjoy the journey ahead in relative luxury. As I've stated before, you have lots of provisions around. There's a pantry in the cold box, if you will. There's meats and cheeses and all sorts of stuff to survive on. So, as you look around and know you have a couple of days left on your journey, Goric proposes, "We should eat together! I don't think we've actually had a meal together in some time!"
I want to see what you eat.
I was thinking that bread looks so good.
I thought he ate rocks.
Why don't we all just maybe
I wanna
make
see where they come
something?
from, Brand.
We can all make a dish and we can eat together and enjoy this time. Maybe give thanks, if you will.
I have never heard of
Do I have
such.
Are you gonna serve us rocks?
You make your dish, I'll make mine.
Can I just
I'll
bring the
make mine
bread and
extra
spend my
spicy.
time fixing my mask?
Sure.
I got all my pearls. My opals. I need to rethread them.
I mean, we have some time. So, you all take some time to really make a dish. Fix your mask, if you will. But the important thing, what dish are each one of you making? Nikina.
I think the only thing Nikina would know how to do would be to tenderize some meat, but with punches.
All right. So
Yeah,
Nikina,
punches.
Nikina is impacting the meats.
He's beating.
No, don't. I was trying not to. And so I'm assuming you
Why?
put
What's
it in
wrong, David?
You put it in the adjustable temperature box and cook it. Brand,
In the
what?
microwave.
Sure, Brand. What
I was
dish?
assuming oven, but sure.
Yeah,
microwave.
that's the oven.
How
Brand.
long, how long does this turkey take in the microwave? I'm gonna make my adoptive family now that I do know that they weren't my real. Well, I knew they weren't my real family, but anyway, we like the extra spicy casserole. I do love a good casserole.
All right. Callisto, what do you make?
I'm gonna make some cherry pie while I'm threading my mask back together.
Okay. And Flynn, what do you make?
I think I'm gonna make rations. I'm gonna pull out my rations, a lot of my rations,
Throw 'em on
so
the
that
table.
when people get food poisoning from the rest of their stuff, we have a nice solid meal.
Hey now, I have never given anyone food
What is
poisoning.
Jinsar bringing to the table?
Jensar is sleeping in the other room.
Nah.
I'll go wake him up! Oh no, Nikina just got a potency flux.
No.
Thank you, Raven, for the potency flux on
We're
Nikina.
indoors. We're indoors.
Potency goes through everywhere.
No.
All right,
Okay.
Nikina, you are healed for any damage that you deal for the next 3 turns. Unless chat wants to make me re-roll that, it's completely up to them. So, yeah, that was kind of weak. So, if anyone wants to cash in a re-roll, feel free. Now, Jensar's sleeping. Gorik says, "I'll wake him up." Walks in the other room, kind of wakes him up, comes back, says, "I told him what we're doing. He'll be out in a minute with his dish. I'm gonna finish mine up."
Wait, he's gonna cook his.
Is he serving us his poo, or is this? I have questions.
I'm more worried that Jensar is preparing his dish in the bedroom.
So Gorik proceeds to pull from his backpack a bunch of rocks and starts with a mallet pounding them into a fine dust. Tofu granted a reroll to me for the potency flux. Oh no!
Oh no!
Target Nikina is banished as though the banish outsider spell. I am going to go ahead and pull this up real quick so that I can read the text of that spell as it happens.
Sounds a little bit scary.
Yeah, it could be not good for anybody. So
Ready to spend the points.
on a reroll or a save for yourself.
Either way.
Okay. So while I'm pulling this up, everyone has
Don't wanna
completed
lose you,
their
Nikina.
everyone has completed their dish now. Everyone gathers around the table, Jensar included, and I'm going to need in a moment after I read the spell text. Wilderness checks from basically everybody, because that's going to be your cooking skill. So, banish outsider. A wave of black energy bursts from the target, then turns back and implodes upon the target. If the spell hits an outsider of your level or below, it's banished back to the Azure, or in this case, back to where it's from in the Azure. If it's not banished, it takes 75 virtuous damage. You take 75 virtuous damage.
Oh god, the meat's angry!
Good job,
For a
Tofu.
second, I thought it was going to be banished to
Me too.
where David Threepwood's at now.
So honestly, if it read any other way, he was going to be banished back to Erethe.
That's the way I was thinking that
Yeah.
it was going to go. Yeah.
That's assuming.
I was, that's why I had to go read the text, because I didn't want to just, do that and then, bye, Nikina. Too bad.
I love,
Be like,
I love all
"Oh,
the
God."
positivity in chat
like
right
we're gonna-
now.
Everyone is congratulating Raven and Tofu for dealing damage to Nikina. So everyone puts their dish around the table. And so we're gonna, everyone kind of passes around and everyone puts it on their plates, what everyone made. So everyone begins kind of digging in. So Nikina, you were first. Roll a wilderness check.
Now, since I was using my prowess to tenderize the meat,
You
could
will
I
get a
roll
plus
an-
10.
Okay, I was gonna say, could I just roll my attack? But I'll take
Nope.
10 over nothing.
39. As everyone tries the meat Nikina has prepared, it's not that great. It's not terrible. It's just like a little chewy.
Microwave turkey.
Yeah, microwave turkey. That's exactly what it tastes like.
I'm sorry, guys. The meat got angry with me, and then I didn't really want to touch it again.
Nikina looks singed and pretty beat up. You believe with every fiber of your being what he just said. Let's see. After Nikina has, everyone has tried Nikina's dish, everyone tries Callisto's dish, which was...
Cherry pie.
So go ahead and roll to see how that came out.
Do I just roll 1d100 or do I add my wilderness
Does she
to
get
it?
a bonus for singing cherry pie?
You can add your wilderness bonus to it, yes.
It's my cherry pie.
Make a grown brand cry.
It is
my.
better than Nikina's meat, but
Not
it's
much.
still not terribly better. Everyone tries Brand's. What did you make again?
Extra spicy casserole.
Extra spicy casserole, which I'm assuming is just a plate filled with hot sauce.
It's, it's probably like noodles and cream of mushroom soup.
That
and-
actually tasted the best with your 56 of everything you guys have had thus far.
Cream of mushroom can do number. You know, it can pull its weight.
Well, magical.
So next, we're going to cash in Raven's roll of 66 for Jensar's meal. Jensar's, well, not meal. Jensar's dish is actually a vial of a peculiar looking liquid. And he simply says, as you all are eyeing it suspiciously, "Try it, you will like it, I promise."
Nikina's gonna slap a heel before he does that.
Okay. Jensar knocks it back.
Wait, yeah, we're gonna wait to see if it kills him first.
It is tasty, no? No? Try it, please?
So Callisto knocks it back. And then
Callisto, you realize that it is actually a pretty decent alcohol. You don't know how he came up with it at all, where he got the supplies to make that in such a quick way, but he did it.
it ain't half bad, cousin.
Well, thank you.
I guess I'll try it.
Everyone else, I'm assuming if you would like to.
I will sip it daintily.
Very good. It's a good sip.
I am staying as far away from his concoction as possible.
It's okay. I'll take yours. It makes me feel warm inside.
Oh no.
Hey, it's all
Somebody
yours.
needs
It's all
to-
you, man.
Nikina,
Nikina,
roll
how about you
a
sit down?
stamina check. And oh no.
What do
So-
you mean? Oh no!
I was just looking something up. Oh, you got a 93. You're good. So you are not affected by drinking 2 glasses. You're totally fine.
It
Now-
makes my tummy feel warm.
Flynn, would you like to share your dish with the group?
Hey, anybody want some nice, tasty rations? We got a little jerky. We got some cheese over here. We got some hardtack.
You brought a charcuterie board.
I do like a good Lunchable.
Everyone loves those.
An adult Lunchable, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Everyone enjoys it. And then finally, Gorik says, "You should try my dish!" He puts the bowl of rock dust in front of you.
Will y'all be polite? At least, like, just put your finger in it or something. Like, lick it.
It's delicious, I promise!
Branda's just gonna, like, lick her finger and then, like, stick it in and then, like, lick her finger.
It is the best thing you have ever tasted in your entire life. You don't know how he did it. You don't know what the rocks are from. You have no sense of why you should enjoy powdered rock dust, but it is incredible. Thank you, Tofu, for your natural 100 at the start of our stream.
Oh my. Y'all, you have to try this. I know it's crazy, but just, try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Callisto tries it.
Should I ask?
It's
the
incredible.
dishes?
You're welcome.
It puts everything else to shame.
They're gonna taste it. Oh man, I can see why you eat your poop now. This is really good.
That's not what they say! These are eating rocks, Nikana.
Oh,
How do you know the
obviously there's eating
difference?
Rocks.
They're very delicious.
It's clear, it's on the packaging.
It's on the back.
Wait, what?
It's part of the. Never mind. So, at this point, everyone receives 10 experience.
Yay! What's our number?
Nope. Not right now. Deal with it later. So, the way to the Palace of the Ice Queen is relatively uneventful. After some days, you can spot the palace and surrounding kingdom on the horizon. Taking this time to prepare for any possibility, you spend the next several hours gathering belongings, outfitting yourself with gear for the cold environment, and making any last-minute adjustments. Michaela says, ordered it from McRocknolds.
McRocknolds.
McRocknolds, love it.
I like it.
So, as you're nearing the Palace of the Ice Queen, is there anything you need to talk about? Is there any specific things that you do?
Y'all,
So,
I just want to. What? Oh, sorry, dear.
No, I don't. I didn't want to interrupt. I'm just curious. Do you think you're like not the family you've been with, but like the people that made you? Are
The family that lost me and then didn't come looking for me. I don't know. Like, I'm just all a Twitter, and y'all just please be on your best behavior. I just really want to make a good impression on this Ice Queen and on the people. So just like mind your manners, okay?
So we shouldn't mention the other ice person that we got killed.
No.
Nope.
No killing. No talk of killing. I have fixed my mask. I feel so much better.
Are you afraid to die?
No, I am not afraid to die.
Okay, good. We're all good then. Everybody just be cool. Everybody just be act natural
No pun
and be
intended.
casual.
Be cool.
Nikita has like a bowl of rock dust, and then his meat is just dipping it in like Fun Dip.
Does he have like rock dust right under his nose?
Yes.
I like how you both
It's
are
going
like,
to
yes.
become a problem.
You guys try any of that rock dust?
Nikita, I need you to stop eating the food now, dear. I need you to help old Bran make a good impression on the new people.
Well, I mean, they say that food is a great way to make an impression, and that stuff's so good. I mean, if I'm just like, here, eat my meat, they'd probably be okay with it.
I'm pretty sure you will all starve to death except for Gorik if you consume that and only that.
It's got 0 nutrients. It just tastes good.
Maybe you start to grow rocky
It's
fins.
just MSG.
MSG?
That's why it tastes so good.
Yeah, it makes stuff taste better.
So, how do you all dress now? There were clothings and all sorts of coats and stuff. So, how would you describe your attire now, prepared for the frozen expanse?
Wait, we gotta go out?
Yes.
We just stick our head up. Hey guys!
Yo, what up?
You have any problems?
I mean, I already have shoes and a cape.
That's
Can
it.
we just invite the bad guys
That's
into
all.
our portable home here?
Or can we ride to them?
I think
Just
don't we
invite
need
them in
to-
and we'll kill them here.
We can get biscuits and gravy to pull the wagon.
Hold on,
The
wait.
wagon
Who
out.
are we trying to kill? I need a refresher. All I have written down is Nosh
Approaching
at
the
Palace of
large-
Ice Queen.
Approaching the large icy gate, you disembark the wagon's magical interior. As you disembark in pursuit of Basilius Carnrar,
That guy.
Yeah, him.
a voice shouts from above in one of the gate's parapets. What brings you to the Palace of the Ice Queen down there?
What?
The cart brought us here.
We're visiting our friend Nosh. He said if we were ever in town to look him up.
Oh? Go ahead and roll a speech check.
Neat. I haven't done that for a minute. What
Now,
is
because you
non-speech?
referenced Nosh, you're gonna get a plus 10.
Okay, so put 10 on top of whatever I get to speech.
Yep, including what if you have a bonus to it.
For those of you on our Discord, I just put what Nikona looks like.
Oh no.
Right now.
Oh no, I'm very hesitant to look.
I think I know what he put.
Just realized I didn't put it in general. My bad.
It's okay. It applies to Shattered Dungeons. I love it. You should join our Discord for all sorts of silliness. Also,
That's
chat
exactly
is
what I thought it was.
yeah. Chat is currently fleshing out the menu of McRocknolds. We have the Big Rock and a McRollery, a 6-piece McGranite Nuggies.
Eminem McFlurry.
Oh yeah, that's just the normal McFlurry though. Great job, everybody.
Granite.
So I need one roll from chat, please.
Go, chat, go.
Come on, be kind.
Now, as you are attempting to persuade yourself into the just barely roll of 61 from chat.
Oof.
Oh no, Shay. Okay. One moment. And he opens the gate to the city, which is made completely of one solid block of ice. It kind of just parts as you walk through.
Can you do that?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Entering the kingdom, you spot many homes made completely of ice. The bluish tinge of the architecture and white of the lightly falling snow is a rare sight indeed. Navigating your way through the pathways, the natives cast cautious gazes upon you. After wandering around, you find yourself standing in front of a large building. It appears to be a tavern of some kind. Inside, music and merriment can be heard. Thinking this is a good spot to ask around for some information, you enter hesitantly. Now, entering the building's threshold, the music pauses for a second as the Ice Elementok and other ice elementals turn to face you, silently judging your purpose here. After a moment, the music begins again and you approach the bar. As you near, the bartender says in a broken Athelian accent, "Not often you're kind in here. You here on business? How can I help?"
We're here for a little bit of business, a little bit of pleasure.
Okay.
Have you seen a bad man?
Plenty of bad man. Name?
Basilius?
No. No Basilius.
Any other people like us in recent times?
No. The Ice Queen has been demanding a lot of us recently. I heard she appointed a new Arakiel liaison.
Ooh, maybe we should talk to that liaison, Nikina.
It's probably him.
Well,
Are you
we can
guys
just off him,
feeling
it'll be
overworked
fine.
here?
No, just lots going on.
Well, your place looks great.
Gracias.
So what do you guys do around here for
Yay,
fun?
Otter.
Snowball fight. Drink.
Hey, I'll take one of those.
Okay.
Barkeep.
He hands you a mug. This mug is made completely of ice. As you look inside, the liquid is also ice.
Wouldn't that be like cannibalism?
We're not made of ice.
I don't know, but when Gorik eats a rock. Is this your poop?
So I licked the top of the substance. I licked the top of the substance that's inside of my frozen mug.
It is tasty. Looking
Nikita
around, you
leans in
kind
very slowly. Does it taste like poop?
of
Why would it taste like poop?
transitive property.
And they're ice. And
Look,
Gorik's
they don't-
rock. And he eats rock. And he poops rock.
Nikita, do you eat your poop?
No.
That wasn't
I
very
would think
convincing.
no one does. Hopefully.
But you're meat and you eat meat.
See?
But it's not poop.
Looking around to
one
try and
eats.
take a hint from some of the other patrons, you notice that everyone is eating their whole mug.
I thought you were gonna say eating their poop.
I licked the side of the mug. Does it taste exactly like what the inside, the substance on the inside tastes like?
Yes,
or are they
it does. This is basically a glorified, like, Coca-Cola gummy.
different?
Nikita turns to Brad. Miss Brad, what does your poop look like?
All right, Nikina, I am gonna smack you if you can't be more polite, okay, dude?
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to figure things out.
Well,
Promise.
go eat your own poop. I don't know.
Philippe said I'm not allowed to do that.
One of the Ice
You can't eat the
Elementok...
Tootsie Rolls from the kitty litter box.
That's disgusting! One of the Ice Elementok patrons gets up and walks up to the bartender and pays for his drink. He eyes all of you around and says, you're not welcome here. Except you're fine, pointing to Bran. But y'all's is not, and then leaves.
Okay, where are we welcome?
Why aren't we welcome? Excuse me, sir? Hello?
Hey, he's gone. Don't worry about him. That's one man's
But if-
opinion.
Rude.
But if there's somewhere we're supposed to be welcomed, maybe we should go there.
Maybe we can go see the queen. I'd like to meet the queen. Would y'all like to meet the queen? I've never met an ass queen.
Okay, so
Queen.
you're saying I shouldn't ask her about poop, is that right?
You should definitely not ask the ass queen about poop.
Well, will you let me know if there's someone here I can talk to about it? Because I'm very curious.
What's the currency of choice here?
Corphone teeth.
All right. How many Corphone teeth is this drink that I, well, not drink, this
One.
popsicle? One? How much should buy everybody in here one?
He looks around and you can tell he's having a very tough time counting.
Numbers is hard.
6 if it's just us. 12 if it's you two.
I will take a popsicle.
He
So
hands you
I'm
a-
looking around
a
and I
mug.
see 5 of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you not want to give me one?
Don't be rude. He wants his poo. I mean,
I only see 5 counting the bartender. Are we staying?
Yeah, one of them left. I think you counted the guy that left that was rude. He didn't
Oh.
get one.
Oops.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. How about I buy everybody a round?
Okay.
So like a little bell around that you ring or anything like that, like a traditional bar?
No. Drinks on him.
One round, just one.
He passes a round of mugsicles to each of the patrons in the bar.
Bartender.
Yes.
No, I don't know, because you said his Arachio whatever language was broken. What is? I wouldn't know whatever the Ice Elementalk like native tongue is, would I?
Yes, you would.
Ha. Can I speak to this gentleman in his mother tongue?
Yeah, what do you ask him?
I want to ask him why that one man was so rude to my friends. Like, why doesn't he think that non-Ice Elementalks are welcome here?
All right, so Bran takes a moment and kind of remembers her Ice Elementalk dialect and asks, "Hey, why are my friends not welcome?" And in response, the bartender says, "Well, you just come around and out from here, and people don't really like it. It's kind of just something that people don't like, and then you go home and they're all over you, and you don't know anything about them, and you're really confused, but you know what? Just enough about them to where, you don't want to see them, you don't want to be a part of them, but, they're people, so you gotta
Bill
people."
Hauser. It's okay, sweetie. Okay, thank you so much. I do appreciate all the information.
I think we are in the hills.
Now, basically, Brand, everything that he just said amounts to they just don't like outsiders. They've been burned by Arakiel before.
Can I ask him again, like, has he seen any other outsiders other than our group?
Well, shoot, you know what you're talking about? You don't really have it. And he goes on. But
the dang old Megalomark go boom.
Yeah, basically through a bunch of jargon, if you will, he informs you that he hasn't seen anyone personally, but there has been one person that seems to not be from here who's making waves, the Arakiel liaison that he spoke about early.
Okay. And the last question, if we wanted an audience with the Queen, how would we go about doing that?
Well, you just go on up there and say, "Hey, Queenie," and then you walk on in. Which amounts to, if you go to the Ice Palace, you can parlay for an audience.
It's a beautiful language.
You walk on in, you say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Queenie," and you walk on in.
Oh my! I do think I've forgotten a lot of my the language of my people, but apparently we can. There is one other. They just don't like you, so just, I don't know, just ignore them just because you were different. But your mama loves you and you're special, so just remember that. But yeah, apparently we can just go in and see the Queen if we want.
Do you all decide to make your way towards the Ice Palace?
Yes.
Okay. Frau just said, "David, I came to the stream to get out of Florida."
No, we made it Florida inside our little cabin too.
Yes, you did. I forgot about that. All right, so as you near the palace gate, a platoon of Ice Kilimentok guards and the captain await and surround you. They said,
Oh my.
"We heard you were in the city. The Ice Queen has demanded you be apprehended and put in jail. You'll pay for your crimes. You are shackled and led immediately
What
to the palace
crimes?
jail. You have been basically muzzled as well."
Wait. I request to be shackled in the front and to have my mask exposed just enough so that I can continue to enjoy the treat that I purchased from this fine city.
They angrily knock it to the ground as you're trying
No!
My popsicle.
to get that out of your mouth. And then, they just belligerently stomp it into the snow.
I can look at my crotch, you just get here.
I don't want to hear that noise.
I memorized that one's face.
Okay.
It's out for revenge.
I'm coming for you, buddy. The binds you have been placed in are made of celestial ore and frosted in ice. They are smaller than would be comfortable and dig into your wrists. The cell is made of a mixture of stone, ice, and celestial ore. The bars that contain you are also celestial ore and appear to have some kind of spell binding on them. The guard captain leaves saying, "You'll be dealt with accordingly. Enjoy your new home for now." And so you guys are left alone. You can hear some guards outside. Clearly you hear a patrol. But they don't seem to have taken much of your stuff, though you imagine that they're probably capable of not needing to take your stuff to keep you bound.
So when does the music happen? He said he said they were going to deal us an accordion.
The accordion.
You're an idiot, Nick and I!
What?
Can I control any of the ice around me? Is there enough ice on the...
You can try.
Try.
So what exactly do you want to do with it?
First I want to see if I can get the shackles off.
Okay. How do you want to try to do that?
Can I actually, if I can grab some of the ice that's around and get it inside the lock of the shackles and burst the lock?
Sure. So, taking a moment, Brand absorbs some of the ice around the cell. And she's able to form it right into the keyhole and kind of break the lock and pick it, if you will, using her ice. And so your shackles are now off of you. They are open. You are free from your immediate bonds.
And then is this a door, a cell door right here?
Yep, they are bars, like cell bars.
And I can see this. Is that Goric or a guard?
That's
No, that's
Goric. Yeah.
Okay, can I do the same thing to my cell door?
Sure. Now, as you try to do that, you notice that the lock on the bars is way more beefy, if you will. Specifically, you're going to have to actually try to use a lock-picking check to break this lock with the ice.
I'll take a look at that. Can I do it with a set of tools maybe she can make for me specifically for this?
Sure. I'm assuming you do the same thing with Flynn's shackles. So she burst the lock to your shackles, Flynn. And then she proceeds to make what tools out of ice?
I show her what my normal tools look like and say, I don't know if your locks here are. I guess I could just use my normal tools. Yeah, I'll just try that. I guess I don't necessarily need ice tools specifically.
Can you make these? I just want them to look cool.
They'll play nicer with the ice locks.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
68 is not enough.
Yeah, you
They
need
make good locks around here. They make really good locks around here.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else want to try to do anything?
I mean, hey y'all, am I able to do their shackles long distance?
Yes. I think you have a range on that. So
Hey
you're
y'all,
good.
just sit tight for 1 sec. Let me see if I can get your cuffs off.
So doing the same kind of thing you did before, it works, and now everyone is free from their immediate shackles and can kind of walk around and do their thing.
So everything is just like ice walls, right?
Yep. Now, as you get closer to the ice wall and peer in, you can see that each wall is actually reinforced by the ice. The wall itself underneath the ice is a celestial ore wall.
How thick is the ice? Like, can I
It's
melt or
substantial.
move the ice around the door so that the door would then just not be connected to anything?
Not exactly. Basically, the skeleton of everything is celestial ore. So even if you move the ice, you're still stuck in a celestial ore cage.
Okay.
Now, as you all are pondering how to get out of this situation, footsteps echo down the hallway just outside of the cell. A voice can be heard as the footsteps near. I was sure that the assassin would be making a 10 miles in the coming days. And as the gate opens, the Ice Queen herself enters the cell block. Her royal guards turn the corner just behind you, and she addresses you directly. The Ice Queen is an ice Kelementok clad in flowing armor made of ice with celestial ore trimming. The gown and robes she wears are fashioned to the armor itself, and her face solidifies her royal descent. She continues addressing you. I wanted to gaze upon my assassins directly, as to know the faces of my would-be killers. I'm glad Conrad alerted me to your attempt on my life. It would have been a shame to have died a dishonorable death. It's odd, though. You don't look the part of an assassin.
Did you?
We're not assassins.
Did you
That's
say
because we're
Conrad?
not.
We're not assassins.
One at a time, one at a time. Wait a minute. Why would an Ice Kelementok try to be killing the Ice Queen?
Because this Ice Kelementok was not trying to kill the Ice Queen. I had heard about you and I was so excited to meet you, and then you just threw me in your prison. That was not very kind.
The envoys from Arachio came here, a little while ago actually, days, and told me that there would be an attempt on my life. By yours.
It wasn't us, and you are sorely misinformed.
There's a furry paw coming out of the bars, waving frantically for attention.
And you brought your pet too? Wow, the oddest assassins I've ever heard of, for sure.
I think she's talking about you, Gorik.
She can't even see me!
Yeah, but everyone can hear you.
I wasn't talking!
Yeah, but you were breathing loud.
Nikina, did you have something constructive to say?
Maybe. Did Miss Queen, ma'am, person, did you say Karnrar, like that Basilius guy?
Yes, Basilius Conrad from Arakia. He came days ago to warn me of your attempt on my life.
That guy's a murderer. He's tried to kill us a whole bunch and the people in the city. We were sent to stop him.
He was sent to stop your attempt on my life. You've been trying to kill him and us and all sorts of people, and he has just been so helpful.
But we've got the tattoos and ID cards that show that we're official.
I have a few questions.
Decoder rings.
Do you think high-level assassins such as yourself wouldn't have such a thing?
I don't know how assassins work.
You are the worst. Now, you over there next to my icy friend, what questions do you have?
I have a few. The first being, he said that we were coming here to assassinate you. Who vouched for him?
He had a note from the outcast king, and you cannot forge a note from the outcast king. Y'all should know that. You're terrible assassins.
Why can't you forge a note from the outcast king?
Because he writes it in his glowing mystical blood.
Glowing mystical blood.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. First off, we are not here to kill you. We, I guess, might be considered assassins in a way because we want to kill him, not you. He's running from us, and he's using you to stop us from getting to him. We have no quarrel with you, and if you check with your fine town, you will find that we've done nothing wrong other than buy your citizens drinks. Or I'm sorry, frozen pop drinks.
They are called mudsickles, thank you. And
Yes, mudsickles.
I'm sorry, they're called what?
mudsickles.
Oh.
Mud or mug? Mug.
Sickles.
Flynn, do you remember that, like, Inspector Gizmo Doohickey, what's it, Whirlybug guy? He said there was somebody trying to go behind our backs and kill us.
Yeah, that's the guy that's been trying to kill us the entire time he came. We chased him here. And now he has set up a ruse on this poor, innocent, beautiful queen.
Don't you try your manly wiles on me, young boy.
I didn't realize
there were
that.
more people.
I didn't want to offend you by speaking the truth, milady. But
roll a speech check. I am going to politely use Tofu's roll from 6 earlier with a bonus from the Ice Queen, so you have a chance here. An 84 versus her 34. Well, you're just giving me the vapors right now.
Oh, I know what that's
hot.
like.
Oh.
But we have committed no crimes. We've been accused by a person who is in and of itself treacherous. You're right. It is really difficult to forge something from the outside king. Did you have anything to compare it to? Do you have a previous note from the outside king?
The outside king? Who is the outside king?
Well, the outside leader or whoever.
The outcast king.
Outcast.
Y'all is the worst assassins I have ever in my life been privy to. You don't even know how to lie.
We do not tell lies.
Well, I can tell that.
But you have heard of us.
Oh well, I sit down. I'll let somebody else give it another shot because.
How did an ice Kellerman talk even end up in your ranks?
Well, actually, that's a very interesting story. See, I think I was lost by my family, and I was actually raised by a fire tribe. And honestly, ever since I heard about you, I just wanted to come and see this place because I thought maybe I could find like a milk carton or something to see if I could find my family. We would never harm you. So I'm really not sure why all your rage is directed at us. You have been misinformed. What can we do to validate our story?
You said you were lost when you were just a child?
Well, yes, ma'am, I was. But I was raised by a very kind tribe of fire elementals. But of course, as you see, just for my safety, they did kind of send me on my way as soon as I was grown.
I do see that.
I need you to make a speech check.
You got this.
We'll see.
Dang, 118 versus 97.
How old were you when you was lost to the fire elementals?
I was like, I don't know, like 5?
I was backstory years old.
What he said.
That pet over there is so peculiar.
But he's delightful, really, if you got to know him.
Well, to be honest, you remind me a little bit of my youngling. Her name was Brand.
I'm sorry, what?
That is quite a coincidence.
You see, I was playing outside one day. Well, she was playing outside one day in the snow. And then I looked over and she was just gone. Don't know how, don't know why, but I just miss her every day.
Did you not look for her?
Nope.
Why did you not look for her?
Well, I didn't look for her, but I had all of my royal guards go look for her. And she just... I don't know how she got away so fast, but she was gone.
She's the smarter for it, too.
I've got a question, ma'am.
Yes.
Is Brand...
Coat?
What?
Yes, the talking coat over there.
Talking goat.
Is Brand a common name for your people?
Oh, not entirely. I just wanted to brand her with her own style and identity.
Because you know that's her name, right?
Who?
Point. You just see the furry hand pointing towards Brand.
And Brand is kind of like,
No, you silly coat. My Brand was an Ice Elemental. That is a Visaville teenager.
No. Turn slightly towards trying to point appropriately.
Your name is Brand. What a coinky dink.
Indeed, Ice Queen. What are the odds that I would be your lost child that you never looked for?
What? It can't be! Brand, is that you?
I am not sure. How about you let us all out of our cages and then we can have some mugsickles and chat?
Let's have some.
She has the guards unlock everyone's cage.
I just feel brand new.
Before we leave, let's have a little Test to make sure you are indeed my little brand. Guard!
A guard comes waltzing in from yonder.
From yonder.
What is
Is
it?
this gonna be like a birthmark on a butt kind of thing?
What is it, Majesty?
Yeah.
Hope you don't have to poop.
I need to test this one's descent, if you will.
You guys got like a 23 in you.
I'm
No,
very nervous.
it's a
I do
very
not like
intense
this.
process, but just give me one moment. You, ma'am, stand over here, please. Okay, let's see. He pulls out basically like a mirror and holds it up in front of you guys. It's a pretty wide mirror.
Well, oh my goodness, you do look just like me. Look at the resemblance.
Oh my.
Well,
That is quite uncanny.
it has been decided. You are my long lost brand.
I am so happy I have finally found you.
Thanksgiving wouldn't be complete without family members you're not okay with.
Can we how about we get out of this dank icy prison with all
It
my
can't
friends?
be dank because there's no must in here. But yeah, come to the throne room.
She leads you all excitedly to the throne room.
Oh my.
This has just been such an eventful day. Oh, there is the little problem, I guess. If y'all's is true in what she's been saying, that means that Basilius Conrad's the bad guy.
Yes, ma'am.
That's about it. Yeah.
Yes.
That is what we believe.
Well, if all you say is true, then I must apologize for holding y'all's captive. I will assist you in your pursuit. I'm not to be made the fool, and Conrad will pay. Go to the winery just outside the palace. There's a secret doorway in one of the casks, and he's there with several of his most closest advisors. Good luck.
You let your advisor have advisors?
Oh, he brought them with him.
Wait,
Can we have some guards
dearest,
to help?
dearest mummy, perhaps you could give us like some weapons or anything that we could fight him with, because we will defend you to the death.
More guards.
Such a wonderful family woman you have grown up to be. I did a great job raising you. So,
5 years of it.
Indeed.
here, take these.
Neri just clipped something and I'm afraid to watch it.
I'm excited.
We'll watch it in the post.
Child.
In the post hangout. So, the Ice Queen presents you with all manner of frozen weaponry and frozen armor. And
Frozen slushies.
as you're looking at it, it's made of ice, and it's pretty thin. You're pretty sure that it is not going to be worthwhile to do anything, but maybe melt and drink later.
Okay, y'all, I tried.
So is that a no to the guards or what?
well, here's the deal. Can you kill all of them? Like, can you actually kill Basilius Conrad?
I hope so.
I will
Which is the
bring.
plan.
I will let you have 4 of my most esteemed guards, but I gotta tell you, most of them is for show.
Okay, but any meat shield will do. I mean,
Ice
Ice
shield.
shield.
One second. Let me talk to them.
She turns to her most esteemed guards and says,
Now listen up here. You gotta go over there and you're gonna help these poor boys because they need help and all the help they can get. And then you're gonna go in there, you're gonna make sure Mrs. Conrad is defeated and you're gonna help them in my little brand. And you're gonna make sure everything is good, okay? All right. Now you over there, okay? All right.
Brand, you are certain that she just informed them to follow you to the death.
What's the last time we had little duckies?
Oh my.
Remember the fire elementals that didn't survive?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Y'all,
no
I
ducklings.
don't have a good track record, so just watch your back, I guess.
So, do you head to the winery?
Yes.
All right. So,
Oh sure.
We'll let 2 of them escort us.
I'm gonna start getting wards ready.
so you guys make your way towards the winery, led by the guards that the queen has so graciously allowed you to use. Before you leave, she pulls you close, Brand, and says,
I am just so happy you have returned to me, my little Brand. Oh, I really hope you don't die in there.
Bram just kind of awkwardly like pats her on the back, like, okay.
All right, see you soon. Bye. Kisses.
Okay, bye.
hastily nearing the winery, there's a farmhand sweeping dust off the icy floor of the front porch.
Ice dust?
Yes, snow, if you will.
That makes more sense.
Now, looking up as you approach, he says, I wouldn't go in there if I was you. I'm not supposed to know nothing, but I overheard some things. Terrible things! He said that he was going to take over and that no one would be left. He has so many people down there. I don't think you'll be able to take him, but I do want him gone. He walks closer to you. Now, listen, if you do take them on, though, which I really wouldn't, but it looks like you got some guards, so you should be fine. Take this. He hands you a potion. This is a potion of greater negate. I really do hope it helps. He goes back to sweeping the floor and opens the front door for you. If you are gonna take him on, feel free. Good luck and all.
I say Nick and I should have the potion of greater negate.
Reasons?
Because we need it on, I'm assuming we smash it on something we want to negate the magic on. So rather than throwing it, since you are a hand-to-hand specialist, you would be better to use it as an improvised weapon to smash it on them in a clubbing-like fashion so that we don't waste it if, you miss.
I was going to assume Jinsar.
Jensar
Since
chimes
he-
in. I am very skilled with the potions, yes?
He started doing his little crossbow potion doodads.
I
feel
can yeet the potion with
But you
this.
can also miss.
With so
I don't know what the-
Nikina.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules on improvised potion smashing are.
You smash it. Like, oh my god.
I'm just saying we got one shot if you throw it, shoot it, or whatever. Or we can just have you hand-to-hand it into their body.
What is everybody
You are not
else?
nervous, Nikina. You love a good fight,
It's a lot of pressure.
but you are a fighter.
As long as you don't trip and fall, you'll be fine. If you miss, swing again. Watch out for the charger glass when it breaks.
That's the thing. What if I negate myself and I don't exist anymore?
It doesn't work like that.
We can only hope, Nikina.
Okay, so is Nikina holding
Right.
onto the potion, or
If I smash it, won't I get covered in it? Will I not be able to use any?
No, you can
potency?
pour it on whatever, lotion, not a potion.
Merch alert!
Okay.
Cup that says lotion, not a potion.
Actually,
Potion, not a lotion? I
mechanically,
don't
question: Can we coat the punchies with it?
That you can.
And then negate the magic on the punchies.
That it would.
There's no magic on my punchies.
Well, there you go. You
Would the
guys
punches
got.
then negate things if?
Yep, for a certain amount of hits.
Oh, that's clever.
So if we put it in now, it won't be like, haha, you walked in and it wore out.
Well, I mean, it depends on how long it takes you to walk in.
So maybe douse your punchies.
If you pour it on your punchy thingies, my full expectation is that you run in swinging.
Flynn's gonna yeet you at him.
We'll be. Is there enough to coat more than just my punchies?
Yeah, you could probably get a couple of weapons. But again, it's only for like a couple turns.
I think we're gonna have to wait until we're in the room to use
Yeah,
that.
I
should
think
get
I
that
like the
for it.
potion smashing idea better.
Well, I could pour, and then if it fails, then we smash.
Okay, are we ready to go in, soldiers?
Let's do it.
The royal soldiers turn to you and say, "Let's get down to business."
To
defeat
the scum.
The Basilius and his
Basilius.
friends. They enter in at your behest, and you enter behind them. One of the large casks, which again is what the queen said, the soldier turns a secret handle and opens it slightly. There are stairs down the cask into a secret underground area. What do you do?
Lead the way.
Does somebody want to sneak down and scope things out? Does anyone have sneak?
We have
Yes.
a guy for that.
Callisto is literally jumping up and down, flailing her arms.
To sneak. So can I do a sneak check?
Yeah, go for it. Nice sneak check. And we will roll the other people's sneak check next session. This is where we
I didn't
end.
realize we were running out of time.
I
Yeah,
didn't
No,
think we were gonna
preparing
start.
for battle.
I know. So, real quick, as we're tying up here, we will be hanging out and unpacking
sneaks, no.
everything to do with Bran's family in a moment. So stick around for that. If you would like to see that, if you're listening on the podcast, go to our Patreon page. You can, I think, pledge at $1 a month, and you get access to all of our post-roll stuff. So there are some interesting conversations. If you haven't already, please leave a comment on whatever app you're listening to, on our show. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment there. Rate, review, all of the various things. We would appreciate your input into what we're doing and how we're doing it. And then, as we're going into this week of Thanksgiving where we're at, we just want to say again, we are so thankful to be able to do this week in and week out and have crazy characters like the Ice Queen that we get to be silly with. But we will definitely be posting more information as the weeks are coming on some special stuff that I have in store, which I'm super excited about. But more importantly, make sure that you share this with somebody, even if it's just a tweet to everyone you've ever known. So we will see you next week for the exciting continuation and combat with Basilius Carnrar on Shattered Dungeons. See you then. Bye.